Calgary, the 5th largest honey producer in the world, and half of our honey in Canada comes from the Calgary area. And that'll make them happy here in Calgary.
Great shot, Quebec. Louis St. George. What a great start here for Quebec.
Canada Olympic Park, Winsport Arena is our home for the 10 days of the Scotties, and as soon as we leave, well, it's going to get busy too. Starting on February the 27th, the Special Olympic Winter Games are coming to Calgary. Some 1,200 athletes in sports, including curling. As on this Tuesday afternoon, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back. Families here. Kathy, Russ, Joanne will join us again tonight. You know, early in the week when it all starts, you talk about the ice, the stones. How are they? So how are they?
They are brilliant. Nobody could ask for anything more. This morning, the conditions were even better. Crisp, the ice was awesome for the sweepers, and that's what you want to do. You want to have control.
All right, let's get you caught up on what happened today, this morning in Pool B. Now, Rachel Homan, of course, fighting for top spot with Jennifer Jones, and this is in the 6th against Manitoba and Kate Cameron. Trying to win 4 in a row is Ontario, and how's that? So that sets up the battle tonight when they'll have the showdown with Jennifer Jones. It was a difficult day for Ontario. Danielle Inglis led it 7-0 after 3, but she let it get away from here. Joanne Rizzo, look this. Oh, the little wick. Are they going to get it there? They do for 3 in 9. That tied it, and then they won it as Inglis couldn't make it. Tap in 10, so a big comeback and a win for the Territories. Elsewhere, Nova Scotia wins over Yukon, and BC is your winner, keeping themselves very much in the mix, 9-3 over New Brunswick. So here we go with Pool A today, and you have to think anyone down to 2 losses at the moment still alive. You look at Jones and Holman, talk about that showdown tonight. Randy is at 1. Now, if those teams fall back, you could have a 2 or a 3 still alive when it's all said and done. So our feature now is Quebec against Alberta. Quebec, 4 straight times, Laurie St. George is here as Quebec champion, but has now Jamie Sinclair at 3rd.
Well, she does, and they came in knowing that Marie-France Larouche would be on the bench to come in when she needed to. She came in for 1 game, but Jamie is their player. The challenge for Quebec this week, Laurie says, has been the 0. She said, I'm throwing or asking for draw weight and getting hack weight. Can't do anything with it. Today, it's about tolerance and giving something out of every shot.
Ted Appleman is the coach of this Alberta team. What he really appreciates, Russ, is how they've battled through their uncomfortable feeling. But last night, even despite the win, they showed a little discomfort, I thought.
Yeah, they really, that's a good way to put it, because they're 4-0, so everything's good. But you look at the stats, not that high, but they beat Carrie Anderson, Team Canada, with their B game. They only beat them with their B game because they were missing the right way virtually every single time. You can't be perfect, miss it the right way. They did it. They didn't do that last night. It looked like they were gripping the hockey stick a little tight, Vic. They were missing on the amateur side. They have to clean that up.
So it's a key game for both. If you're Alberta and you win, oh my gosh, first is almost yours. Quebec, you don't want to lose that second.
By the guard, no problem. Curl enough. Move it enough. Hold the shooter. Great shot, Quebec. Louis St. George up pistol.
Good sweep.
How about a score of 4?
Whoa.
1-2. Lovely double on the board. Selena Sturmey, 1-2. Big double for the Alberta skipper.
The 2024 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. By Home Hardware. Here's how. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires. Growing together.
Some of you may remember the 88 Winter Games. This is the Olympic Plaza in downtown Calgary. He brought all the winners' medal presentations were there, including Linda Moore, our old pal, after she won the demonstration women's gold in curling. As we take a look at the other games, Kathy.
Well, Carrie Anderson's team is shooting 85%, seemingly still flying under the radar. They take on Skylar Ackerman, who we watched last night. They will need to rebound. Caitlin Laws, it has not been a great successful week for her so far, but for Corinne Brown at 2 losses, it matters. And Stacey Curtis and Jane DiCarlo, both winless. Somebody will come up with a win today.
So it is Quebec against Alberta on this Tuesday afternoon. Time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Quebec champions, they hail from Laval, Sur le Lac, and the Glenmore Curling Club, skipped by Laurie St. George, with Kelly Madaw, Emily Riley, and Jamie Sinclair at third. The Alberta champions, they're from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. Selena Sturmey is the skip, backed up by Paige Papley, Desiree Haas, and Danielle Schmiemann. So St. George is out already. Lets you know that, in fact, Alberta will have the hammer. And they won it comfortably in the last rock draw numbers. And keep in mind, as Alberta will have the hammer playing the Red Stones, there are no tiebreakers. Only 3 teams will make the through. Head-to-head record is the first thing to determine who gets the playoff spot or the position. If they can't determine it that way, those numbers, they'll take the 2 highest numbers, you throw them out, you add it up. That will determine who might advance or might go home.
Quebec Rock, perfect spot. You want it tight, you want it on the line. It's barely on the line, but it's funny, Vic, even if it's missing the line, I have yet to see a tick shot with the new rule. If it's on the line, Kelly Madaw made it perfect. If it's off the line, they can actually move it around, and nobody's doing it. They opt to play the come around.
Okay, that's all good. Bring it back. Oh, 3 seconds.
All right, keys to the game. Let's start with Quebec.
Well, be patient, number one. Laurie just loves rocks. She loves curling, but she loves rocks in play. But be very, very careful when you don't have hammer and leaving a lot of opponent rocks in play. And 2s only. Sometimes Quebec's looking for that big score, that big end to put the game away. Think 2 only. That will uncomplicate the end.
And Alberta Stone slipping just back to the tee line, and now an overthrow. And that speaks to Kathy's point about the zeros, right? You given that opportunity. Let's take a look now. The keys for Alberta.
Dial back the hits. Selena's only at 69% on her hits for the week. That won't do it. She has to drop the speed down a little bit. Give it to the brushers. And tolerance short. We say that about any team. Anything behind the tee line, Laurie's going to make you pay.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Sponge Towels, paper towels. Nothing absorbs like it. But I thought that was right to your point. St. George saying, look, we've got to get something out of our shots. And there's an early miss. Overthrow by Kelly Madaw.
Yeah, that's exactly how Alberta's main undefeated. They're really not curling better than the 4 teams they played. They're just missing the right way more often.
And an interesting story when you look at the front end for Quebec. Both Emily and Kelly had their worst game in their last game. So you're hoping that for them, they're going to turn it around because this Alberta front end is playing very well.
Well, they get that stone off the top of the 4, and they'll leave their center guard up. Still that opportunity. There is that Alberta stone behind the tee line.
That was close. Good sweep.
Emily Riley making a 4th appearance. All of them at 3rd, playing with Laurie, but she's now slid into that 2nd spot. Alana Rutledge,
Back 12.
who is the head of Curl BC, was throwing the second stones a year ago.
Back 4. Curl.
So with the arrival of
beside it.
Jamie Sinclair, they've
Right beside it.
moved the furniture.
Okay. Great. It's a 3-7.
Wow.
Yeah, not quite the right spot. It's
You want to plug one here?
line would have been perfect. Just 3 or 4 feet lighter would have been trouble.
I just chase. I think you can get them.
Pretty easy double, period, Kathy. I think you don't have to play the run back.
No, she can see all she needs to.
I guess it leaves the guard, but the run back's not nearly as easy.
Did I hear freeze?
Yes. Yeah. That works too because you move that shot rock back 3 or 4 inches. Yep. The Quebec stone will not be able to be removed with one swing of the bat.
Back 4. Queen. Back 4. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Back 4. Back 8. Yep. Yep. Hard leg. Come down, T. Really gotta go.
Sinclair left, but all right.
You gotta roll. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, and
Hard,
whipped
hard,
off
hard,
that
hard,
center
hard.
guard. And Spill, 2 opportunities missed already for Quebec here in the first.
Every time this way. I had to replay this.
5 rock rule, of course. That no tick rule Russ was referring to, part of it. 10 ends, 38 minutes, thinking down just the 1 60-second timeout, not 2 90s, as we've seen in the past.
You got it, Does.
Have you seen a tick shot being attempted, Kathy, this week?
I have not. When you said that earlier, I was going through my Rolodex brain trying to remember in any of the updated sheets if I'd seen anyone trying to move a stone off, and I have not.
I thought you might have seen it in the morning. I'm usually pairing my avocado toast with my Colombian coffee.
Yeah.
Rolodex. For those of you of a certain age, that is what we used to use.
Yeah, I carry my typewriter in here every day.
Oh my gosh.
No, but they aren't playing it, Russ. And you're right. If it's off the center line, you have the opportunity. Lisa Weigel would have been poking it to the side for sure with Rachel Homan, but they're not doing that.
Yeah.
They're playing more aggressive and getting in there first.
But it does leave, which is great, and there's zero wrong with that, but it does leave that tight guard that can be raised.
You gotta go! Spin up! It's a bit up! Wait, yeah!
Riley, closest out in front is Mada. Here we go. Got to get it by their own again. One more time they did. And in and roll over. Oh, and then just spill a little too far. Alberta still shot rock.
Oh, what? Okay. That was close. Oh, yeah. Oh, it seems way up. A little, yeah.
Always a fresh spot down there because nobody would throw a practice rock there trying to race to the button to get hammer. Just ran out of enthusiasm partway down there and over curled. Vic, Team Alberta is showing me some confidence here. This is not risky. It's a great call because you can sit too buried to get hammered, but a lot of red in there. First end, they could hit something.
What we often say, Kathy, and that's the old Mada adage, isn't it? Wayne Mada, get them in the first 5. That's when the ice is best. And also, if you cough up something in 1 or 2, you still have 8 to come back.
Absolutely. And they know the ice is good. These teams would have been watching this morning and heard the numbers and seen what it can do, so take advantage.
And with 2 10-minute practices, you're really in the third end when the game starts anyways. Try the tight run back here. The double's possible. The yellow double is possible. It's hit perfectly.
The 3-time U.S. champion now making her home in the Ottawa area. Run it back, and will kill their own and sit there for third shot. That guard, though, is now moved over a little bit.
The yellow's very easy to get now.
Almost come the same way. Okay. I think it's probably smarter to play that, though. Probably, yeah. Okay, probably full 8, full 12 is okay. Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can probably be corner frozen to it and it's okay. Yeah.
It's a tough situation. You could hit the red on the tee line, but unless you roll way left, which would be tough to do, you're setting up some type of double, and even if you roll too far, there is a double right now, and there'll be a lot of red in there. So they're going to stay with the same plan they started with, all-out offense.
It's a good number, not a great number. You want to be closer to 50%, and that 45 to 50% in hammer efficiency, 2 or more points when you do have last rock.
Tight. Yep. Just tight. Yep. Good.
Well managed. It was never making the ring, so they let it die, curled enough to tick off and guard their yellows.
I thought I was light, but it didn't carry easy.
I got a 25 on that one. It definitely wasn't quite as slidey.
Yeah, I thought I was light.
Yeah.
And I wasn't super back with it. So.
Yeah. Non, ça pogne juste là.
Do you like that?
Yeah. It's pretty thin, eh?
Yeah, but
I like it.
she's gonna play that. Like,
Yep. I like it. You like inside out or?
I think I can. Since there's no hole, I feel I can probably throw out turn here, and like worst case, this is like super thin, right? So out turn peel, like we're trying to hit that first, right?
Yep.
Super thin.
Yep.
What do you think with pure peel out turn?
Probably max.
Max? I think it's gonna curl a little bit.
I think so too.
Tough shot right out of the gate, first shot of the game.
out turn,
Hit
so
this
it's a crossover,
micro
right?
thin, try to hit this as thin as possible to get that to go as high as possible. If it's executed perfectly, I think
like
Laurie
a hair
can
more.
get that shot rock into
Yeah.
there somewhere and then be shot rock.
Okay.
Really thin though, you heard
Like the
Jamie
play
say
thin
it's
on,
really
like that
thin
red
and
to,
doesn't
like,
seem to
yeah,
bother the
yeah,
skipper.
right.
What weight are you throwing?
Peel.
I think, Kathy, if they miss it completely, they get the other one.
Keep it
I
a little
agree.
down
I think
so
they do
it might be
too.
a little fresh there.
Okay. You got it.
Which would also work.
Yeah.
So Skip Stone's here in this first. Alberta with last rock and sitting 2.
It's daunting. You're playing a double off your own without hammer.
Quebec at 3-1.
Yep.
4 straight wins for Alberta. Mada on top, trying to hold it. Sinclair calling the line. Come across now. No. Oh, and they'll get rid of 1. So it cuts them down. Alberta sitting shot rock, top button.
Next one.
That's what we talk about missing the right way. They knew they had that audible. It still worked out well. It shrinks the scoring area.
Slide was good.
They were never getting to the top one. Maybe a hair tight early.
On était tellement proche. Finalement, je pense qu'il y avait un trou, hein?
Non, je pense pas. Non.
Sounds good. Oh, on était proche. Je pensais qu'on l'avait.
It's same as draw to the pin.
The draw to the button is in the other direction, but it's down this same area of real estate, so it should be warmed up here nicely.
Three players on this team making their Scotties debuts. Sturmey, Schmiemann, and Papley. Desiree Haas, the second, is in her 3rd appearance after 2 Scotties while playing in BC.
Top button. Top button. No.
Not behind the tee line.
Or just touching tee.
No.
Top button.
And just touching the button.
13-7.
Is there a double there?
Yeah,
Or
they're
can
actually.
you see enough of it?
No, but I think you could run that red one back.
Okay.
I see out turn.
Yeah, but I think it's just going like into our red now.
Really tough shot, but it looks to me, Vic, like it's lined up
That was really
absolutely
hard.
perfect
Yeah,
to
nice
split
you
the
play
uprights
that
here.
straight and roll.
And obviously this one goes that way.
Yeah, that's what
But it's a run back. It's funny, Kath, back to the rock they could have ticked.
Hey, Laurie.
Yes.
It's not the same rock. They've raised it a couple times, but there's always been that one red out there.
You want us to keep a broom down here?
Yeah.
Tough shot, though.
Yeah.
Off the line, I think it's gonna curl a little bit.
Yeah. I agree, yeah. All right, you got it.
final stone, Quebec, and Laurie St. George. Run it back, make the double. Possibly set yourself up here with 2. Got it back? No, she'll drive it by and then just open everything up for a possible 3. Well, this team from Saskatchewan and the Nutana with the hammer against Carrie Anderson. And look at that. How many are in play there? Everything?
Pretty much. Carrie Anderson ticked a guard on her final stone, was trying to promote her own stone to shot and opened up the path. And so for Skylar, they're not really sure who is second. So she's trying to tick her own, needs to move it maybe an inch, maybe 2 for 2.
Skylar Ackerman and the team from the Nutana Curling Club. Saskatoon, Team Canada, of course, from Gimli. Ackerman coming off a loss last night to Sturmey, 8-4. Oh, and there's no doubt now, that's for 2. So Skylar Ackerman, all rookies, trying to become the first in 34 years, all rookie team to win a Scotties. Allison Goring out of Ontario back in 1980 was the last.
Line's good. T.
Chance for 3.
T. Good T. Close. Yep. T. Line only. Whoa.
T. Just T.
Whoa. Close.
Just T line.
Line only. Back close. Back forward.
Sliding a little bit.
Whoa.
Just back button.
Needs full 4 here.
Back button.
Needs settle down and spin in, and that will be it. So, to Kathy's point, half shots made by Quebec lead to 3 full points for Alberta. Welcome back on this Tuesday afternoon, our continuing coverage of the Scotties and our feature Alberta against Quebec. And we talked earlier about Francois Roberge, former Brier champion of 06, coaching this team and how he thought that his team could play through the problems. Well, they're starting with some problems here, aren't they? Down by 3 already. Just so aggressive, Kathy. And we were talking during the break, maybe it's just Laurie St. George and all the mixed doubles that she plays, and she forgets. You leave stones in play there, you don't necessarily hear.
Well, it is a very aggressive style. She and Felix are both going to the Nationals for mixed doubles. They love it. They haven't played a lot this year. She just said she can't because of the women play. But you do. You're not defensive in that style of play, and so aggressive in the first end. And then now you look down the ice and you see that 3 on the board, and you know it's a struggle to get back.
That was our key, Kathy. Be patient.
Yes.
Be very careful without hammer, and they weren't very careful. Well played in by Alberta.
Couple of corners going up from Quebec as the Albertans load up the middle.
Curl. We're right beside it. Curl, 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 curl. Good.
Oh, we showed you Saskatchewan with an early deuce. Caitlin Laws trying to remain at 3. That give her some hope at least. And Brown trying to avoid a third. And it's PEI and Jane DiCarlo out of the Crapo Curling Club with an early deuce against Stacey Curtis from the Remax Center St. John's Curling Club.
Not a lot of weight here.
Get them both. No, but what will this spin? Underneath the corner and almost get it there.
Probably just appeal.
9-4.
Okay.
Nice call. Instead of throwing a bullet to make the double, the most important thing when you're down 3 is to hang around, and they did and almost sunk it.
Great spot.
I feel like just.
I think if you're doing it, you need to bump it.
Yeah, I like that, Selena.
Here.
That's what you did last time. You got it.
So we talked about Desiree Haas.
9-5.
Her 2 Scotties, 20-21 here in the bubble of Calgary, and that was with Corinne Brown. Here we go, and she wanted to bump it, and didn't bump it maybe far enough for us.
9-3.
Yeah, it's not bad though. It's, again, hanging around. It unfortunately sets up a bit of a double, but if you roll any farther, you might set up a triple.
Thanks.
Alberta's quite happy with this situation. I know there's corners that can hurt them, but keep Quebec busy down the middle. If Quebec decides to draw around a corner right now, which they could, then they've got to be able to get rid of those 3 rocks.
That would be pretty aggressive, Kathy, I think, no?
It really would, and at this point, you're going around the corner. There's 3 stones in play. If you can get the nose or even the hit and roll here, it helps keep an option open. Blank is still not out of reach.
And will they spill them all? No, they're hanging around. But it looks a little better.
Can I throw normal, Selena?
What I like about it, Vic, is you've now got 3 stones that are behind the tee line. Those are all stones that you can use, and you get 1 jam or miscue. There's a 2 for sure.
And now if you happen to go around a corner after this is gone, your second shot as opposed to 4th.
Absolutely.
Go big. Yep. 9. Yep. 9. Whoa.
Danielle Schmiemann.
Curl. Whoa. Straight. 9. Straight. Hard straight.
And they'll tick their own on the way by, push it further back.
10-3. We got some space
A
now.
little bit of pocket, too.
Okay, freeze to it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Kathy's point.
Yeah.
None of
You
those
got it.
rocks are really hurting you. Get one in the middle of these 2. It's going to be hard to remove.
That's okay. Take your time.
In baseball, that's a balk, but in curling, it's A-OK.
Keep it from down. Back 8.
That's not
Back
good.
8. Back 12.
That's not a good number. Only Yukon is worse in the field, but then again, it points exactly to
Back line.
Kathy's point about half shots and what they've missed.
13.
Now, I could argue, well, look at the record, Kathy. They're 3-1.
95.
Yes, but you look at the potential, right? It's not about where are we at. We've talked about some teams this week playing well and not having great records. Other teams, the opposite. You just really want to continue to strive to be better. And when you look at the numbers, it tells you a story.
Hey, you got us.
Just pumped, that line was golden, just pumped it a foot too far. Now you can virtually hit it dead on, get rid of it.
Well, curl. Heel. Curl. Well, street.
Probably the best.
Not all bad.
Yeah, it cleans up all that junk.
Right.
Actually, that was back line, yeah?
You know, it's funny sometimes in this game with a
Siding did.
5 rock rule and Kathy and everyone racing to the middle. We don't see a lot of wing play, but here's a chance.
Well, and having those 2 guards up there is huge for Quebec. They can go either way. And with that rollout, you don't have to be any more than full 12 to be shot.
Top 8.
Okay, patient.
Easy.
Patient.
We're just cleaning.
But again, you've got the chance now
Top 4.
for Quebec. Make the most of it. Jamie Sinclair.
T-line.
Speed's nice. It should finish in there.
Cars.
Emily Riley. And they'll suck it in behind. Very nice.
Okay.
Now, to your point, let's have a look here. So they open with a loss. They beat Newfoundland and Labrador. Yeah, Ackerman, of course. And Laws. Now look who they got. Brown, McCarville, 2 that are fighting very hard to finish up. While McCarville, Curtis, and Brown are what are left for Saint George, or for Sturmey, pardon me. What are your thoughts? Equal in terms of strength, the depth here for both teams? Kathy?
I would say yes. It's very, very similar feel. 2 of the teams out of the 3 are the same, and then the one that isn't are our 2 winless teams that are playing each other right now, which doesn't mean that they're easy teams to play, but it does suggest if they're winless that they're not on a roll this week.
Yeah, those 2 teams are Newfoundland PI, and every single year we say this, they start slow, they finally figure out the surface and the curl and the rocks, and you don't want to play them at the end of the week.
Whoa. Little light. Not heavy. Queen. Light. Whoa. Curl. Soft tack. Soft tack. Curl. Hard dance. Whoa. Straight.
Skip Stones and Selena Sturmey. And enough to push it through. Very nice. It's just the perfect weight makes the perfect shot.
On en a vu une coupe de même.
It really was, Vic. You can make your life a lot easier if you can pick the right speed for every single shot, and that's exactly what happened there.
The corner? I don't know.
So you saw that Quebec had lost to Canada in their opener, then picked up wins with Newfoundland, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Their best streak is 4 in a row, Saint George, and that was here in 21 in the bubble when they won 4 straight.
Ice is good.
Yeah, it's quick. It feels quick, yeah.
Laurie kind of had a speed wobble on that run back attempt that led to a 3 with the high weight. It's nice and solid that time.
Close. Yep.
10-5. Hard tell.
2 teams that are looking for their first wins. Kathy?
And Stacey Curtis has impressed me when I have watched across for the update. She's made some key shots at the right time, but it was PEI opening with 2. This is a draw to the paint for 4, an opportunity to capitalize on some draw weight struggles by PEI.
7th appearance for Stacey Curtis.
Needs to stop.
Best ever record was 18.
You don't have backing yet.
2018 went 4 and 5.
It's fine. We're good.
But,
Good throw, Stace. 4 red. 4
Oh, it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. A lot of rocks for the team from the Rock.
Similar weight.
A little more. Outside Brusher starts to carve.
Race close! Curl! Race really close! Curl!
Hard, Justin. Gotta go hard, hard, hard,
Keep
hard.
going!
Big scrum from Desiree Haas. Never off it. And we'll roll it to the middle. So facing 3 will be Quebec and Laurie St. George.
Nice touch again from Skipper.
Those bigger, hey? It's like 12.
Sign to that guy.
Yeah, okay.
Same shot.
Okay,
You got it.
you got it. Just keep her broom down parce que it curled
Yeah, it's
more
good.
than we thought.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go, Laurie.
Yeah.
Does anyone love the game as much as she?
So true.
Control, clean, wait.
Still studying journalism at the University of Quebec at Montreal.
Yep! Hard line, yep! Gotta go, Kelly! Hard, Kelly! Hard, Kelly!
Oh boy, you got to sit down though. And sit down though.
Good.
You know, it
Good
finally
detail.
does.
Good scrub.
For a single, Quebec finds themselves down through 2 on this Tuesday afternoon.
Pretty similar ways.
We're playing on Sheet B today. 4 sheets in play across all of the Winsport Event Center. As we welcome you back. Quebec and Alberta is our feature. Alberta coming in with 4 straight wins. A 5th almost locks it up for them. First place, remembering of course just 3 teams advance out of the pool of 9. Quebec coming in with the 1 loss. 3-1 Alberta, and once again they have the last rock. Playing the Yellowstones.
Clean. Liked it.
Line's close.
Close.
A little bit for line.
Yeah, line. Do it.
What? Room.
Top 12.
Yep, can't hurt it now.
Top 8.
Top 8, waist there.
Top 12.
Can't hurt it, yep.
We're not gonna hurt
yep.
it.
Yep, hard.
Do it.
Hard.
To it.
Hard.
To it. Little bounce.
Hard to keep the angle. Hard, 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 hard. 4-8.
Oh goodness, 2 straight ends and it's looked more like a quarry. Canada with last rock.
Well, that Yellowstone on the outside of the 4-foot. Skylar Ackerman's final was trying to tap the Anerson stone back. She did, but she didn't tap it back far enough. Carrie lies to and is looking for a double oblique hit to remove the stone that belongs to Ackerman that would give her 3.
A double oblique.
Wow.
Slash sideways, sort of sideways. Watch this. Oblique.
Here we go. Oh,
There's your double oblique.
for 3 in the lead. Looking for a 5th straight Canadian championship, and of course trying to recover from the fact that Brianne Harris, their lead, was deemed ineligible before the event started. Kristen Karwacki now throwing lead stones.
Just a fraction heavy for Quebec. Back to what we talked about. They were trying to clean up the tolerance. They didn't quite do it there. Kicked open, and there is a red double at any point in time here for Team Alberta.
You going tight? Yeah. Yep. It's quick, Em. Yeah.
Team plays a lot, and they other teams on the tour know about them. But look at this. Through Haas and through Schmiemann, 2nd and 3rd, look at the numbers and the pluses. So you get a plus every time you outcurl your opponent, your opposite number, by 5 percentage points or more. So, you know, if you think about it in hockey terms, if you're on the ice for a goal against, you get the negative. If you're on for a goal, you get the plus. So that's very fine play by Haas and Schmiemann. What does it mean, Kathy, for a team? Because we often talk in soccer terms, you build goalie out through the middle, right up, and even in hockey, you build up through the middle. When you have a strong middle in curling, what does it mean?
Well, the most obvious is that the skip has a lesser degree of difficulty or is set up much better to score. We always look at those conversion numbers, and if your middle is playing really well, the odds of you being able to score 2 or more are so much better with a player like Danielle and Desiree setting things up.
Trust it.
Originally born in Anchorage, grew up in the Ottawa area, and then played, of course, in Ontario for a number of years. Actually won a Canadian Winter Games gold with Rachel Homan back in 2007.
1.5.
Hard curl.
Really gotta go, Kelly.
And was also part of a U-Sport gold medal team at Carleton with Kelsey Rock, and then took her game to the States.
My other thought was just coming to here.
They were trying to throw center guard there, but it was a fortunate error because that red double is no longer available for Alberta.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're running it.
Side you want?
Smart call.
You got her. You got it.
2 up with hammer. Getting rid of this makes the most sense anyways, but it also gives you, again, that red double possibility. So if Quebec guards it, then you make the double, you get 2 buried.
Well, they opened with a couple of blanks, did Laws and Brown, and I thought, I asked you, was it a tentative start? You said no, but there's an opportunity now for Laws.
Well, there really is. This end, Caitlin decided to go hard for her couple. Was facing 4 when she sat in the hack on her first, but buried around a guard. And Corinne could probably see about half, but she ticked on the guard in trying to remove it. And so that has created this opportunity for a hit for 2.
Out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, and then has that little catcher. And 2 red it'll be. Yeah, look at it's must win, and then lots of hope if you are a Laws at 3 losses.
Good sweep. Great brush.
Okay, back line. Yeah. Okay. You got it. Back line. Clean. Pulse. Back line. Yep. Coming down. Back line. Yep. Just back line. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Really come him down.
Whoa, whoa. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Not bad.
Just the weight came out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the third end, not a lot of play down the center.
At the same time, I got on her other one that was back line.
Yeah.
$11.5. Sorry? Or you can throw 10.5. Whatever you like. Maybe 10.5.
Okay.
Hit the red one, go over to your own.
This
And
one, right? I think this one's easier. This one? Okay.
I'm not sure they want to tap anything around, but it would be very tempting to hit the red and get the yellow, red, yellow moving. If you got your own shot rock back a bit, release it, then you can get at that red on the forefoot.
Clean. Yep. 10.5. Yep. 10.5. Hard.
Daniel Schmiemann.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
Nicely done.
10.
You know, it's obvious, I think, Kathy, at this particular moment that Alberta, with their weight choices, are making them all, and the Quebec team is just off that little bit.
She's had so much difficulty when she comes down to throw, she being Laurie St. George. And the one thing about this Alberta team today, they're adjusting weights, Russ, 10.5. They're bringing them down. That says confidence in where the broom is, because you can dial back the weight, get better results when you're comfortable with what the ice will do.
How true. I remember the great Ray Turnbull putting his arm around my shoulder. We were like 1 and 4 at the Brier, and he said, "You don't have Wayne Madog, Glenn Howard, and Pete Corner anymore. What are you doing?" And his comment was, "It's the strategy." And you know, you have to give yourself a chance, and you have to play around your team's strengths and weaknesses.
It might be a fresher
And then again, that's maybe.
Yeah, we haven't played this side
No.
this time.
But it's still.
But it's still the draw.
I don't think it's gonna be bad.
But it's not the draw path.
No.
This is like draw path is
A little wider.
mid-12.
Yeah.
Okay, like a 50 then.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kathy, as you
50,
said,
so like
that mixed
Yeah.
doubles approach.
So like I guess
Maybe it's Laurie St. George at this time,
Okay.
not only being the skip, has to be the coach, looks at it as a manager, and says, I have to simplify.
For sure, she loves lots of rocks in play. We talk about Jennifer Jones in that same light. These are skips that like to play the game and like to have lots of rocks. But if the people in front of you aren't making all those shots, you're also making the shots harder for them to make when it's complicated.
Really good.
Exactly.
It's top 12.
Top 12. Okay.
And Kathy's, you came from maybe the most defensive skip in
Yes.
Continental Alberta in the world to
Yeah.
maybe the most aggressive skip
Alex.
in Jennifer Jones, and you won both times. Neither style's wrong.
No.
It's just today, this afternoon in this game. What's your team going to give you?
Yes, we can go here. But then you leave for that.
which I don't think she's ever playing, because then we just probably do that for 2.
I don't know where to put this.
If we do this,
Okay, that raises an
I
interesting
go see
question.
this. It's a little bit wider than my drawn.
What do you do with it if you
Really
don't
tight.
know where to
Let her
go,
believe it.
Russ? Is it a throwaway? Is it just leave it high and you be happy with what you got?
It's a really tough situation because I'd be.
Maybe here then?
I'm more on the offensive side. I'd tap this, release the red,
Block that path.
and then you got a chance at the big end. But you're leaving red shot rock. They guard it. Then what do? You go back. 4 would be the best call and hope they don't roll dead buried, and then you get your 2.
Yeah, pull 8. Okay. She plays that, it's a nose hit for 2. Okay.
I think this way.
Yeah, okay. I'll make sure I'm back here.
Yeah, this does curl.
Yeah, okay.
It's a strange situation because you can't go top 4 because it sets up a yellow double. You can go back 4.
I think just like full 8, just off center.
You can't even guard it because that red raise
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna add some
makes
rotation
Laurie
here just
shot
to
rock.
help it.
I like the double tap myself.
La tienne?
Ouais. J'aurais quand même la
Juste à la
rotation.
fin.
Hein.
Any thoughts, Kath?
Mid-4.
I like the little bit of a tap. It does pose a risk, but I also understand why they're playing this.
Yeah, they rolled those yellows there for a reason.
Well, you'd think so. That was sort of the plan.
Okay. Top 4. Keep your green down. Oh, yeah,
Line's
coming
good.
off. Coming off. A little tight. Gotta go. Yeah, line.
Close to 8.
Pause left, Papley right.
Line's okay.
Top 8.
Schmiemann on the
Line's good.
call.
Right only.
Just top 8. Just top 8.
Uh-oh.
Right here.
Just to your broom.
Straight.
And not
Just
much
your
deeper
room.
than
It's just
that.
your
You
room.
don't want to set up that double. And
Good. Good. Good spot. 14 and a half.
Okay.
So,
Sweet.
good throw.
That crazy?
If the double is made, Laurie shot rock, but there's an absolute gimme for
Like you can nose
probably
that.
2. It's hard to say what you'd probably get 2.
Ça, là, je veux pas qu'elle lance ça.
Yeah.
Fait que je vais là.
2 or 3, I think so.
OK. Think so. She's tapping, like,
That's fine. 2's fine.
qu'est-ce que tu penses
Maybe a hair
d'ici?
fresh.
Oui.
think
Ça,
that's-
on va falloir que je t'aille whip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Va falloir que je t'aille whip un peu. OK. Hein?
Back 4.
Well, like, even, like, T-line's pretty good. Like, back 4, T.
You could probably straight guard it,
Close enough.
Kathy, this one here, and stop that easy tap for 2.
Whip it a
Yes.
little bit.
This is a tough shot.
Because it's so up there.
Yeah.
If you don't make it,
Well, and she asked Jimmy, what do you think for line and weight out here? Like it's you're going way out
Definitely
there.
going to be a bit slower out here.
I think so. I think it's, yeah, like I probably need more rotation at
I'd
that
go
point.
30 out here.
straight
40
guard,
your
which is
last
a
one.
simple
I think
shot,
30
is
probably
very
minimum.
tough too.
Okay.
Right? Because 30 right now would
But
have
with
been
more
that tough.
rotations, I think we're going to grab the good stuff at one point. So,
Okay.
yeah, okay, 30 is close.
Let's go with 30, yeah. You got it, Lori. I got lots.
Yeah. So did I.
Back 8 right
Back
now.
8.
Whoa, Sam.
Yep, line.
And more rotation.
It's coming off.
Line's good.
Good idea.
Gotta go.
Riley
Or just like
left,
top
but
8.
all right.
10, 12, top 8. We're guard. Yeah, bounce it off, yep, yep.
And bounce it off. And now they expect the tap on the yellow top 8 as we go back to Einarson and Saskatchewan. And it appears that Saskatchewan is sitting 1.
I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. That redstone, though, regardless of whether it is shot or not, was wonderfully thrown by Val Sweeting. It was against the 2 Saskatchewan stones and on her final carry guarded. And so this is forcing Skylar out the
Little
other
tighter.
side with the wide out turn, trying to get right to the full 4, biting the hearts, and then we'll see.
And just 59% on her draws in the event so far. And that is
Where?
last in the field.
Gotta be T. Line's good.
Whoa. Looks hot. Whoa.
Atta girl.
Okay, that's one for sure as we play the final stone of Sturmey. Now they'll have a good look there.
Val tapped and said 1.
Trying to play the tap here for a couple for Sturmey, and they're going to call for a measure over there. And over here, can you just tap this up? Oh, you got to get over, touch it first, and you don't. So that's a missed opportunity for Alberta, as they'll have to settle for just the single. Well, a little touch would have given them 2.
Things are rolling really well for our team. Obviously, staying confident is important, and you gain that as you get a few more wins, but everyone else is working so hard, and we know we have to keep pushing our game to be able to try and be in the final at the end of this week.
They're just strong from lead to skip. They're all great at their positions. They make tons of big shots, so you never are safe out there, and you know you're going to have to play your best. So you just have to make sure that you try to make one more shot than them every game, and if you can do that, you'll have a chance.
Well, this is the showdown, and the winner will likely claim first place, of course, because that's the head-to-head decision. 2 teams with perfect records. Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones tonight, 8:30 Eastern. When we join you again. It is the Scotties Canadian Women's Curling Championship from Winsport Event Center. 18 teams started play on Friday and Saturday. 2 pools of 9. And only 3 will make it through to the playoffs starting on Friday.
That's fine.
So missing that opportunity for the deuce. Oh, here we go. They did the measure, and it's only the one. But a wonderful draw by Skylar Ackerman
Okay, this should be fine here.
to even it up now at 3. And here it's Quebec with Last Rock playing the Redstones in 4.
Bit of an ad, line's good. Okay, back 4. Okay, off then. Back 8. Let it work.
Okay, stay 12, slow.
Back 8.
Straight.
Straight, straight,
Straight.
straight.
Trying to hold it up now, Sinclair.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Will
tough one.
split it in, leaves that stone just off center line.
Got a red one to use, but so does Alberta a
three,
yellow one to
three.
use.
No, wait, sorry. Okay, you got it, Jess.
Lead. Weight's good.
You're okay.
Yep. 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 Weight's good. Yep.
Hard,
Hard.
hard, hard, hard.
Hard. Hard.
Hard
Shoot
roll.
it.
Hard roll.
Go, 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 go.
And the hard roll, and not quite underneath. But lots of pressure being applied now on Quebec.
Find it.
Queen Sport opened back in
That seems like the best
2011.
Make this
Some
and then
3,000
line.
seats. It's the home of Hockey Canada and their high performance center.
Or we run the red and roll over. It's that or we do it with the red. Okay, I like it. Yeah.
Firm.
Okay. Oh, we're running this way.
Little tougher to execute this properly with firm weight because you're running a red one into the yellows. You want to save the red when you're 3 down.
Emily Riley.
Yeah. Whoa, Carl. Whoa, straight.
But now Sinclair.
Whoa.
What do you got? 1, 2, and he'll get rid of a couple. And push that shot rock back edge 4. So we told you about Saskatchewan with their single. Manitoba continues lead. That's
I
Laws.
think this will curl. She's giving me a decent.
And PEI has
This last time
replied
was
with
okay?
2.
Yes. Yeah. It was a 10-2, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4 red. They belong to Manitoba and Laws. Final stone for Corinne Brown out of Kamloops.
Well, Caitlin hit to lie 4 on her first. Corinne went around that center guard, and it was buried, but Caitlin able to make a soft tap. That's the only yellow stone in the house that is 5th shot. And so for Corinne Brown, we'll try to do the same thing she did on her first, which is put it in the forefront.
In a third appearance at the Scotties, Erin Pincott
Starting to curl.
calling line. Jen Armstrong, Sam Fisher on the brush.
No.
We'll have to dig in and die here.
Dig.
Needs to die. Wow. And that overthrow is going to be big. 1, 2, and I see 3.
I do too.
No, 3.
Look at you.
Just a little bit of humor.
A little too much sleep.
Smart pills.
I just watched Corinne Brown being a couple feet heavy. That one a little bit heavy. That shot's probably perfect speed-wise late in the game.
Full 8, half buried. That or you're going fully behind top 4.
Okay.
Probably similar line.
Okay. You guys okay with that? Where are we trying to be? Sorry. Fighting 4 or all the way around full 4.
These red raises, it's all lined up right to the top of the forefoot. So you got to be a little careful where you place this
Just wondering
stone.
if we ever hit the back one, but she said it was sitting 2, so probably not. Yeah. Okay.
He just saw Francois Roberge in the background there, the coach for Quebec, and as mentioned, he's high performance now for Curling Quebec. It's the people, though, that he's working with, the curlers that he's trying to bring through the system, Kathy.
Well, he talked about it, you know, at this point it's a part-time job. It's so critical. He's working with a lot of the younger people, U13, U15, U17, to try to really grow the sport. He said during the provincial playdowns, Laurie said to him, you know, if we win, be prepared because we'd love you to come with us. And that's why he is on the bench today. But, you know, development in a province like Quebec is really critical because we see Felix Asselin, we see Laurie St. George, Jean-Michel is gone, you know, a lot of those players that we saw for years. And so his job is to try to foster that competitive spirit and teach these young people so that Quebec has a program that brings others up.
D-line! Back four! Back four! Back four! Back
A little deep on that top 8 come around attempt for Alberta. Now it's a nice little nest in here.
Back 8.
Curl. Curl.
Curl in. Hard in. Hard in.
Whoa.
Okay, good shot. Good shot, Jamie.
Can't remove it. Good shot.
I got 15.
I got 22.
Like,
yeah.
Roll everything that way a little bit.
I don't think I have to throw.
It's a little thing, I know, but it's so big. Those stones just sneak
Probably
behind the tee line. And
just
they're
low kind of thing and stay in front of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was our other key, was anything behind the line. Laurie's going to make you pay, and there's a good shot by Jamie there. You could tap this. I think that's what they're doing, is try to tap it, release the yellow so then the red can be released on the next swing. But you want to stay on top, and it's hard because the red was going to move. So you got to hit it maybe at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock kind of thing, and they both roll to our right.
Sounds good.
Tough shot. It's a great shot to be practicing to judge what happens to that back red, how far it's going to kick.
We're headed!
Close. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Papley gives way to Hawes.
Curl.
And we'll push it back. Shot rock is Alberta.
I think so.
Yep.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Newfoundland and Labrador against Prince Edward Island. And we mentioned the PEI. And the young skip Jane DiCarlo had a couple to tie it. Final stone now, Stacey Curtis from St. John's.
And this game is really a momentum switch from side to side. Opportunities for both teams in this, trying to get down, tap the stone belonging to PEI back.
Line's great.
We had like a
Always.
even like a
Line's great.
Just playing the draw. I apologize.
Nice. Good judge. 2 red.
For 2 it is, and Stacey Curtis, the former Canadian junior champion, world silver medalist back in 2007. Shot here, Russ, is what?
Just try to come in and I think tap it a little bit. You can't throw a lot of weight at this because you want to kill the yellow, but you can't roll very far. You're going to have a little nest for Alberta. Maybe back 8 foot type weight.
Just back line. Hard in.
It's going to curl a long way.
Hard in all the way. Yep. Gotta get to the line. Hard in. Hard in.
Emily Riley.
Okay, good try. It was good.
Was she looking to come across the nose of
Yes, yeah, exactly. And kick the yellow out. Just hit it maybe half of our right-hand side of it. Weight was spot on. Maybe just hair too much ice.
It's killing these. She's high side.
She could, yeah.
Like, I think high side, her shooter's not staying.
She runs this, so it's happening. Yellow's probably not going too far, hey?
No.
Kills
I just don't
this
want to
one.
give her something.
Yeah, I hear you. Thinking discard.
How's, I think the guard, yeah.
Straight guard the 2.
I think so. I think that's planting, maybe coming off here, but I think it's still killing these 2.
Yeah.
That's maybe for 2.
Yeah.
This alignment here, it's
The thing is, wherever she hits it, it's 2.
close. I think that
Yeah, I think
Laurie
it's for
St.
2.
George might be able to hit it on this
Do we wanna
side,
go just biting and
drag
try
this
and
one enough
Wrap a piece.
to get that one to go. But then
Yeah,
when
we
that
could do
goes
that.
back, you spill your own
Just making
reds.
Sure the outside of this is probably still
Not sure that combination's available.
You thinking straight guard or you thinking tuck?
I think just get to center line just biting.
Okay.
They'll take a long look at it because if you throw it hard and get it to drag, it might go, but you're spilling your back red, so it might only be for 1.
Feel like that does?
Yeah.
It's like full 12.
Alberta at
biting
94%
center.
right now as a team, 78 for Quebec, and I think that's fair.
Probably a.
The numbers really
I
do
feel like I can almost
indicate
give you like a
the style of play and what we've seen so far, Kathy.
They do. You know, you think back to the first end, when you play lots of rocks and play, whether you make a wide open hit or you have to make a complicated shot, you're still scored out of 4. Laurie's degree of difficulty has been really high, and it's caused by the kind of style that she likes to play.
Final stone for Selena Sturmey out of Edmonton.
Room right now. Coming off. Room.
Lions fight.
Full 12. Okay.
Full 12.
Curl a little.
No, it does
straight.
not need to curl.
We're there. Straight.
We're deep.
Whoa.
Not deep, we're
Whoa,
close.
whoa, whoa, whoa. We're
Just
just
full 12.
no.
Like
No.
Choke, if you keep sweeping, you choke off that red.
Perfect.
In a 3-3 tie, one lonely biter. It's an open draw for 2.
Well, this was supposed to be an open end, and an unforced error by Skylar Ackerman was playing the hit on her final stone and flashed it. And that is why Carrie all of a sudden has the opportunity for 2 out of nowhere.
Okay, in the middle early.
Yeah, but
Line
we need
side.
like a
Tight
quiet
track.
Let's play the weight.
Okay, Queen, running
Running
now.
nice, easy.
The only loss by Team
Just
Canada
gradual.
was to Sturmey, so that tiebreaker
13-3.
goes to Alberta. Oh, goodness.
Thanks.
Like a control.
Wow.
Ah, device.
When you heard her frustration, Kristen was cleaning it all the way down, and sometimes you just really don't want to.
Yeah, no kidding. When you're
Kind of hoping something falls in front of it.
I've been in that situation 1,000 times. You just want to yell out, don't even look at it.
Yeah.
Get off the sheet. You just assume that little dusting by your front end, which is the right thing to do, is making it go 5 feet farther.
Control. Yep.
Yellow onto red onto yellow. Is that what we're playing here?
Yes, I think so. And
then just hope.
it's funny, they quit sweeping this yellow, Vic. I was thinking get it deeper to stop the red, but it would also stop this shot.
All right, Laura, you got it.
If you could somehow hit the red thin enough to get the right-hand half a shot rock, it might
Normal almost.
be for 2.
Yep. Just 10. 10, 5. Whoa. Yeah. 10. Whoa. Whoa.
Madaw called off again. Madaw. Here we go. What do you got, ladies? What do you got? Oh, she'll crash it up top, and it's a steal of 1. Everything has been like a Cirque du Soleil shot so far for Laurie St. George.
So much
From the Winsport Event Center here, all part of Canada Olympic Park, we continue on with our coverage of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. And after giving up that steal, once again it's Quebec with Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Red Stones on a 3-game win streak, Quebec. And those are the first stolen points given up since that 6 stolen points they gave up in their opening game loss to Team Canada. So 5-1, Alberta leads it.
Line's
Close.
good.
Liked it.
Close. Line's
Top
good.
8. There.
That's where we want
Top
it.
8. Top 4.
Not curling yet.
We're top 8.
Line's good. Just
Really impressed with Alberta's rock positioning again. That's why they're up 4, but
Top 8.
not
14,
this end.
7.
Right there. Just clean.
Couple deep.
Full 8.
Take speed. Makes it look so easy.
So the back on Vic, as you would know, is really
50.
Quebec's friend now.
Yeah. So ignoring Kathy and going behind the corner.
At this point, I think that you have to take, we talked about risk earlier, but at this point, looking at the scoreboard,
Top 8. Top 8.
you really have to.
Top 8. Top, top.
Yep. Man. Yep.
Got to go to get this in.
Curl. Curl. Keep going. Whoa.
Oh,
Oh, now they've staggered them. Be great if they could get behind them, but
Either one.
they may not last, will they?
No.
Even if
The
you roll big,
only
probably just the peel.
silver lining there is they're lined up, so Team Alberta can't peel both of them off. It'll go into the ring, so there'll still be 2 corner guards here for Quebec. But it's funny, they yelled top 8 on that, and it wasn't anywhere near that.
Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Clean.
The 94 speaks to the strength up the middle for this team. Talked about earlier with Haas and Schmiemann.
You got it.
Emily Riley.
Stay clean. T.
Whoa.
T back 4. Back 8. Reed's good.
Okay, whoa then.
Back 4.
Okay, you got a curl.
Back 4.
You got a curl.
Back 8.
Whoa. Okay, good.
Does get it around, gets it under cover, but slips into the back 8.
Yeah, at least buried, and forces Alberta to leave it in the rings at this point. A couple choices here. You could just peel this out, or you could get a little aggressive and roll to the center line.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah,
94 and a 97.
she's right at the top in her position this week.
Keep going, guys. Nice. Hit their top 4 one and roll under our corner. Jams, no? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. So you play the hit and roll off that center line top. It's likely going to jam.
Yes, that's just it.
I guess you could do this one.
The other issue is you could probably play the double thin enough it would go underneath, but then your shooter rolls over and now there's a red double.
Okay.
You might want to hit that one and the back one and roll left.
Hit and roll.
Like you
Hit
like
and
that?
roll. I think you have to get rid of the rock to try to bring that in.
Or this.
That's not great, because then it doesn't take our other one into play.
I don't mind that.
It's not terrible.
It's easier.
Okay.
Do you like control, Jamie?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit like the little girl with the curl. Manitoba and Laws good and bad, but looking very good today.
Well, they're looking very good today, and in this end, it's not about BC misses as much as trying to use stones that are in the house to generate some offense, and Caitlin was able to pick stones out, and that's why it is 5 that Corinne faces.
4 of them all around the 4-foot.
It's a curl.
Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Go, 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 go.
Oh, that is lovely. Goodness gracious. Very nice. Corinne Brown out of Kamloops.
Game saver.
Trying to stay at 2 losses. Uh-oh.
That was right.
And that will spin again too far. Alberta 1-2 without last rock.
They didn't want to hit the top one because they'd roll that way. I thought they'd try to roll, instead of rolling towards the right, roll behind the corner. I know they only wanted to roll the button, but that wasn't far off perfection, and now they're in trouble. Basically a nose hit here. Making it look easy. Really are, right?
Sorry, I was a little crafty.
Yep. Hard.
Nice to hang on the corner there too. Maybe set up a force situation here.
Yep, line early if you can. Back 4.
So at 75%, again, you go back to the plus and minus. Haas and Schmiemann out curling Riley and Sinclair. So that middle, the strength of the middle, really paying off for Alberta.
Okay.
I'm lost.
Yeah. Catch on Ed.
Yeah, I mean, in case she comes right to the back.
Yeah.
Half to full 4 kind of thing.
Yeah.
She has been very impressive,
That's max,
Selena
that's
Sturmey.
close.
I mean, you have to be when you're winning 4 straight and you've beaten Manitoba, Team Canada, Saskatchewan. And, you know, we take a look back at some of the people that came along, like Laura Walker, Casey Scheidegger out of Alberta, Val Sweeting, of course, we saw, and a 2-time silver medalist all the way back through Kathy Borst and Palinkas. It's her intelligence, though, that Coach Ted Appelman really respects Kathy. She knows the game so well. It's almost as if she's built for the skipping position. She thinks 2, 3, 4 shots ahead.
And there certainly are people that grow into becoming a skip, and then there are those that are just seemingly born to relish that position, that they think, as you said, like a chess game, so much further ahead.
Wait only. Stop.
All right, back to
Line's good. Close.
Team Canada, Saskatchewan.
Line good.
Sitting in the 1, Saskatchewan. This is tap, is it?
This it is, but this end was owned by Team Canada, line 2, but Skylar Ackerman made a wonderful angle run back on her first to remove the Team Canada stone that is shot and leave herself there, and then carry short on her draw on her final stone. And so the tap needs to be to the 8-foot to score 2.
Okay, whoa, straight. We're caught in the middle here.
You're caught and won't get it there.
This one.
Again, we pointed out the settle for the single going to the break. She has that pop release. And, you know, you just don't know if, in fact, that comes into play.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's got to be harder to get the touch. And just overthrew that a hair. But obviously, to Kathy's point, made an unbelievable shot with her first one.
Okay. So then you're in the good stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then you can go 45. Okay.
So 1, 2, and 3 right now, Alberta.
Okay.
And it's just been piles of rocks facing.
Yeah, relentless, Vic. Eh? Like it just so much pressure. That's where the stats can fool you. per Quebec here, they've had some high degree of difficulty right up the lineup.
Top 4. Top 4.
On good. Yep.
Just top 4.
Harden.
Top 4 T. Back 4.
Riley. Maddaw
Okay, line's good. Line's good. No bump.
have a chance here. Just weld this onto shot rock.
No.
Just weld it onto shot rock like that.
Chet.
Really good.
Lori said we had to bump it.
Yeah. Good sweep.
Good one.
Always coming square into planting.
Yeah.
Guard the 2. Is it easier to
But
come out?
didn't get shot rock, so I think you've got a great opportunity just to put a cap on this thing and take enough ice here.
You good with that?
I think we want this like tighter so she
I think that's good.
Red, yellow,
Like, yeah,
raised
Just have to
Vic
guard the outside
will
half.
not
halfway
give
clean.
Quebec shot rock on Laurie's last one. So just guard this up. You want to guard the left side of the rock that was just thrown.
Yeah.
People never take enough ice in these because you're throwing a guard, you throw it lighter. Because you throw it lighter, the break point is way sooner, and sometimes they take off on you.
6 to 8 feet left.
Well, Kathy, I heard somebody say tight. They called initially at the other end a 2, which would be probably midway.
And that's going to be, it's tough for the brushers. They need one or the other because a tight and a 2 are 2 different things.
Line's good. We're all there. Don't need to. We're big, Des. We're really big. Just want to keep the line up.
Full 12. Top 8.
Whoa, then.
Whoa.
Oh, that's neither of those
Whoa.
options we heard.
Don't want to line up.
Top 8.
Whoa.
Don't want to line up the red one.
Top
Just let
12.
it sit.
It's really grinding.
Just let it sit.
Good.
Good judge.
Still do the job.
Well, not really, because now there's a much easier shot for one.
Ah, sorry, I just needed to trust it.
One of her few mistakes, if any.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you do that.
Control? Control? I think so. Okay. Hair high.
Still Kathy, she
Even- yeah.
has another
Hair high.
opportunity here, but it's
Just
all
response
been
that you said at
combinations.
full
How many straight draws has she had? Not many.
No,
Ouais, j'aime ça.
no, it has been tough from the first end.
Je pense que même je peux y aller comme
Yeah,
10, ça va
if
y
Laurie
aller.
makes this, it's a really good shot after throwing a really good shot to set this one up. Like it's
Okay.
at some point you can't make them.
But wait.
Like a 10.
Her
Okay.
freeze was a thing of beauty.
You got it, Lori.
I think it's going to curl.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
10.
It's a tricky one because a little high
Got it,
side
Laurie.
he could wreck on that yellow. Almost dead on.
This is her 5th. Raised takeout attempt in the event, 88% on her first 4. Riley is about holding it up now. Holding it up, Sinclair with the line. Now, help it over Maddaw. Help it over Maddaw. Run it back. Have you got it this time? Yes, you do. A little help from her yellow friend, but it turns out to be a single for Quebec.
Stop.
Oh, much needed.
Yeah.
At the break, Alberta leads it by 3.
The 2024 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
Well, they needed something because the game so far had been a little sour for Quebec. As we check the numbers after 5, and no surprise, it's a 5-2 lead.
Well, that 3 in the first end really leaps out at the board because it was Quebec misses, but it was the degree of difficulty she set herself up with that forced that style of play. And the steal in 4, that is really tough. It's really swinging the momentum. The numbers for Alberta, we've talked about through the middle. And at the 3rd position, look at how much help Sturmey is getting.
The numbers after 5 brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Coach Ted Appleman has to be happy.
Nothing sour there.
Well, those ski jumps are no longer used, but that's the new sport is the tubing. And Winsport is home to Western Canada's largest tube park. There are more lanes, longer runs than anywhere else. 8 lanes, and also, yes, that magic carpet ride that you can do down there. It's so beautiful. And the thing is, there's the city. It's not that far on the just west of the city. Kathy?
Well, when you look across the board, we always talk about how good Val Sweeting plays, and that is no exception this year. Some big draws by Skylar Ackerman. In our game, we talked about the risk and the strength. Caitlin Laws, this is the Caitlin Laws that we thought would play, and that big 4 stolen in 4 was tough. And for the Curtis and the DiCarlo, it's a battle back and forth, but the back end Blues numbers in the 50s and 60s for PEI, not good enough.
As on this Tuesday afternoon, we start the second half.
2.5. 2. 7 down, 1.5.
And with that single, it means that Alberta will have the last rock for the first time since that first end.
That's true. You often see another 3 in these situations where Quebec has to get extremely aggressive.
Holding. Room right now.
Top 8.
You have to take chances now, Quebec.
Danielle, gotta finish.
We were chatting between ends, and
Go, go, go. We're there. Hard.
this Alberta team, yes, they're from Edmonton, but they are provincial champions despite the rivalry between Calgary and Edmonton. And this young lady, 4 straight wins.
You guys
But until last night, Kathy really didn't embrace it, it seemed. That, yes, she is the provincial champion. Yes, the people want to cheer for her.
Well, they do, and last night after the game was the first time this week that I saw them stop together and wave to the crowd. That is part of the Scotties tradition, where when you're finished the game, the crowd salutes you. And in their previous games, they would, you know, sort of walk off the ice and not really look up a whole lot. And they stopped last night, spun around and waved and enjoyed it. And that is such a big part of it. And I feel like now they have just embraced this whole experience. They're playing so much better. And when you just relax a little bit, it gets the best out of everyone.
You got it, Jess. I'm seeing it within.
That's your fifth player, Vic. You know, it's smart. Get that crowd involved really can help.
Well, we were all reminiscing to 2017 in St. John's and Guju playing at home. And the really undue pressure they put on themselves. They started 1-3. And then, of course, battled back, and you know, that will be maybe one of my most memorable moments, that win for Guju in 17.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But you're right, they were very tight early and self-inflicted. But that's what happens. So, you know, to Kathy's point, embrace the crowd, and they can really help.
It looks there to me.
2, 3,
It looks heavy.
3. Sit.
Good.
3/4. I feel like so. You got it, Jess.
Try to get them both here. There's a bit of an angle, so that if you get contact properly, the shooter's gone.
Hard. Hard. Yep. Hard. Yep.
Got it.
Hard. Yep.
Go.
Whoa.
Paige Papley. And will run it by and open it up.
Nice shot.
Gotta finish
5-1. Manitoba Laws leading. And can you get the shot, Rock?
You can. It is tricky. Corinne Brown's final stone was to be a guard. It's that stone biting the top of the 12, and it over-curled a little bit at the end as it slid in. So for Caitlin looking to play maybe back 12 weight, get to the face of the stone and just tap it out of the forefoot for 2.
You mentioned earlier 95% as a team today. Caitlin Laws is 98.
One of the best shot makers we've ever had, Kathy, for so long. Just been on the wrong side of the inch in a couple of games. The losses have been close.
Oh, had a girl indeed. Wow, for 2. You know, again, that situation, if you're Brown and you fall to 3 losses as you trail now, that tiebreaker would go to Laws if she can hold on in 3 losses. So this is Pool A coming in. Sturmey has already beaten Anderson. If she beats St. George and Ackerman, oh my goodness, you'd almost certainly have it locked up, wouldn't you? You'd think. Certainly now still has to play McCarville, and somebody else could bring her back. But boy, that's a long, long way to finishing in first place. Jamie Sinclair. We'll wish her an early happy birthday. That's tomorrow.
Okay, Jamie, tough one.
That really came to.
Yeah.
I feel like we said that about every time her first round.
Probably just those. Okay.
Looking for their first wins, both Newfoundland and Labrador and Prince Edward Island. And the final stone coming up for PEI. Jane DiCarlo is the skip, throws 3rd stones, but it is Veronica Main who does throw the 4th rock.
Opportunity for 2. Stacey Curtis faced 3 on her first, tried the double, only got 1, and wasn't able to remove the 2 remaining stones in the house on her second one.
So Shotstone already is PEI, needs a bite of the forefoot for 2.
Prince Edward Island has never won a Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
They came close that one year with Kathy O'Rourke.
They did.
Absolutely. Lost the final.
Yep, touch it, touch it, touch it.
And then, of course, Suzanne Bird had that great run when she came out of juniors. I think she finished first in the pool, if I remember correctly, and ended up getting a bronze medal.
What was that?
So a single for PEI.
Trying to line it up with the back yellow kind of thing. Yeah. Control. Okay. For you as well.
I was talking to Tyler, but you can say I'm psycho and but like I've never had acne before.
Yeah.
That's 10-5. Yep. 10. Yep. 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 10-5. Yep. Hard end. Really gotta go. Hard end. Wait down. Wait down. Hard end. 10. Hard end. Oh. Yes. Yep. 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 Roll it. Yep.
Oh, no, nothing.
What'd you get, Jamie?
Didn't have the line call figured out there. Now it's desperation here.
Okay. Nice weight, Lori.
Like that. You were 10. Yeah. You got it.
Probably 10-5.
I think so. That's what Danielle just threw. That makes sense. Or she threw a 10, which ran good.
Yeah. We've seen the spots, so.
Yeah.
10?
Okay. You're just trying to nose it again?
Just nose, yeah.
Okay.
I like this call, Kathy. You could roll away, but you might jam it somewhere. And if you roll underneath and a perfect freeze from Quebec, you're not happy. Just keep it simple here.
Yeah, agree. I think the roll in causes you the only potential grief
Yes, yeah, I think you're right.
Queen. Big.
Well, curl then.
Queen.
Curl.
Queen.
Curl.
Curl. Whoa. Queen.
Curl.
Big.
Clean. Just clean. Call. 9-7. 9-7? Yeah. Sit down. Like, do we just play the double? Was it not too fun? I didn't mind it. You were 9-7. Okay. I thought it was a good throw.
Such a tough situation. Double and roll behind the corner is probably the best result, because if you try to draw around it, it's a very short run for a very good curler.
Nice. Okay, wait. I'll turn. Wait, screws. Feel? Okay. Tu pourrais peut-être faire ça.
Thin on this one, solid on that one, and try to roll back up a little bit. And if you get it perfect, you might be into there somewhere behind the corner.
Like the 10. Un peu moins. Yeah. Je m'assure d'être positive là-dessus.
Okay, you got it.
It's just so easy to roll out here.
But trying to cut them down, certainly at this moment, it's Alberta sitting to 3. Make a couple go away. Laurie St. George, bang, bang. Oh, and then sits right there.
It didn't quite roll where you wanted to, but that's a wonderful, wonderful curling shot. You hit a half an inch more that you roll out.
Sitting 1 is Team Canada, and they do have last rock.
Backline.
Skylar Ackerman tried a very long run back on her first, just got the guard, and then Shannon Burchard put a stone on her back and carried it down for Carey to draw to line 3. Unbelievable brushing. And that yellow stone that is second shot was the final stone by Skylar Ackerman. It is probably 7/8 open to Carey, a chance for 4 and to blow this game open.
Watch the back when you could jam it.
There's Burchard. Here we go. Here we go. Touch it through. Oh, and she did. Stuffed it at the back, but spills far enough. And it looks like it is 3.
Almost stuck it for only a 2. Good shot.
Oh, okay.
Straight.
Watch it. And very nice. Just a wonderful game being played by Alberta. And Selena Sturmey That's why they are 4 straight wins and looking for 5. It's interesting, Ted Appleman said, we as a TV audience may not know her, but boy, oh boy, the rest of the curling world knows her who play her week in and week out. This is the kind of shot she can make.
Oh, no question about it. It's the touch. She's explained today, not last night. They had trouble with it, but had to soften the weight to make that sit for 2.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together, and what is growing is the lead, 7-2. As we welcome you back on this Tuesday afternoon.
Really tight.
They're showing a lot of poise too, Becky.
Oh.
And you think back, I was complaining in the opening about they looked a little nervous last night. The other games they didn't. This game they sure don't. And when you think back, they were 1 down coming home without the hammer in the Alberta final, and stayed calm enough to steal 2. That's quite a thing to do. That's pretty amazing.
And again, I think, Kathy, it's the route these players take now as compared to a few years ago. Her resume includes university gold. She's a junior gold winner, and probably the under-15s, working your way up. There's just so much competition. You're not walking onto this ice as a rookie and going, wow, what do I do now?
No, not at all. And through the order, they all have so much experience. We talked about Danielle Schmiemann and playing in the bubble in this building with John Morris, playing mixed doubles. So she brings her experience from that. Desiree Haas played for years with her partner, Tyler Tardy, mixed doubles. They traveled to Canadians. So they each bring their own experiences, even if they haven't had one together. It's the first year together with this team, with Desiree joining. But you bring that sense of calm. You're not flustered by the bright lights. And I think that the biggest picture was, what's our attitude? How do we carry ourselves at the Scotties? And they had that meeting with Ted Appelman, and he said, hey, start enjoying it. Like, this is a gift. And look at how calm they are, and their precision today is better for it.
That was a 3-6 straight through.
Ted knows better than anybody else special this is. He's knocked on the door in Alberta for a long time. Second a couple times. Had Cooey beat one year. I don't believe Ted's made it to the Brier. So you have to soak it in.
Yes.
Well, curl.
Well, I thought his comment about when we ask the players, what are your goals? And they say, well, one game at a time. And you go, okay, I've heard this many times. But in fact, that is what their goal was, Kathy.
Yes. And
he just said, don't worry about it. We'll just play the week, and then we're going to add everything up, and we'll see where we sit.
It's a great attitude, because we always talk about in performance, you know, the process, not the result. But he didn't go there. He just said, let's just talk about a game at a time. You know, when we play Quebec, we'll talk about Quebec. And until then, we don't.
I'm rolling it that way. Okay. Interesting.
You're rolling behind the corner.
I'm rolling behind the corner?
I think so.
Oh, no, I'm rolling to the middle. Back 12?
Yeah.
Light, I think.
Back 12. Yep. Back 12. Yes. Yep. Hard, back E. Hard tail. Hard tail. Hard tail. Push.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good shot.
Satter, if you think the hole is easier.
Really nice play there, and you know you used to see that before the 3, 4, 5 rock rule. You had to manufacture something with other people's rocks. And now that red one's difficult to remove on its own. You can run it through the port. That would leave another yellow in there that could hurt Alberta. So the double's the way to go here, but really nice tap.
You got it. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Well, as you know, 4 teams were added this year through the Canadian team ranking system because of no Nunavut. And Corinne Brown, team from Kamloops, is number 4 in the country. And danger now as she comes into this at 2-2, losing a third.
Well, she has an opportunity to get 2 back here. Vic, Caitlin was playing a double on her final stone, got 1 but jammed the second one, and so it is BC lying 1 in the forefoot. Looking for the second point, needs forefoot as well.
Been a while since BC has won a championship, 2006. And that was Kelly Scott. There's 2.
Great double on our sheet from Alberta again.
Good shot.
Where do you see it? Okay, got this.
Nose hit.
Okay, might curl a tiny bit.
All on its own, and drives it through and leaves it on the edge.
Good though. Oh my God, that's really sick there.
not
So
high.
either you go here or here.
I thought there.
It's been a rarity, a miss from
Probably do
Schmiemann.
that, though.
Oh, it's not higher?
They're almost even.
Scenario now, though.
Like once you draw, they'll be even.
You obviously have to remove the yellows at some point to get that red on the scoreboard.
420.
If you remove them now, there'll be a red double.
T-line. Yep. Back four.
Okay. Wait, good.
Line good.
Oh. Back four.
Back four. Oh.
It looks back line.
Jamie Sinclair. And now they back away.
Oh, it's trying.
Riley,
It's
Madaw,
trying.
Nope.
and
Okay.
Okay, good.
it dies. It doesn't look like it's a second shot, however.
Yeah, you could. I just don't want to leave it there and leave.
No wonder your angles here. If you can obviously get this one to go the way the score is, but gamble and try to hit it thin. If you can get it that side of the yellow, the red will go dead sideways.
You can get them both.
Yeah, mine didn't do much.
Very thin half. The audible here is to hit, miss it thick, and then you hit and roll on top of that Quebec red. But once you know you've got the line, brush it all the way down and try to
And stick with the shooter.
get to that yellow, kicking the red sideways.
7-5, Newfoundland and Labrador leading PEI and facing 3.
A chance for 2, actually, Vic, here for Stacey Curtis. Is red stone at the back
I
is
missed
second
that,
shot. Yeah, it's hidden in the red ring. So for her, she needs to remove the PEI stone and not make contact with the back, because if she moves it at all, there are 2 yellow stones that would take precedence.
Whoa. Yes. Clean. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. And there is the 2, and yes.
See red.
No, I know.
You know, we talk often
I know.
about
That was a good call.
the hammer efficiency, scoring 2 or more with last rock.
Okay.
That's the 3rd time today for Newfoundland Labrador. They only had 4 in the event so far.
Wow.
So it's the level of competition too. I mean, we got to admit that.
I think our best chances is just to hit and like
I think so. Hope
try
you
to
roll
thin
it.
or like yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Did exactly what we drew up. It just didn't quite hit it thin enough and kick it farther, but great shot.
You got it.
Now Quebec's got to deal with getting rid of 3 yellow here with only 2 rocks left.
Laurie St. George and her first. Riley. Never off.
Good shot, Laurie.
And we'll kill them both. 6 shots to no for the moment.
Way to go. Good throw. That's good.
Just a simple nose hit here, because for Laurie to get the double, if she goes this way, her shooter rolls out. So if she goes, once that yellow one is there, the other way, it's such a thin shot, you're a good chance of taking out your own.
10. Sounds good. You like that ice?
Yeah, all night. That's 1200.
Stay there or a little to our left.
Desiree Haas.
No roll. No.
Good sweeping.
And they'll face 2 with their last.
10-2.
Quebec.
Is that here?
I don't know.
10-2.
To hit
I
that
think
where
it
you
does
want
jam.
to, you've
Like
got to
it's
draw a
almost
90-degree angle.
90 degrees, so
Well, that's problematic.
I think it goes over the top.
Well, at this point, don't you take
Okay,
the
but do we
chance?
need a soft weight then?
That's
or like,
just it.
Like a firm?
But if it's not there, it's not there. It's
What do you think about
about here.
Yeah, it's probably
Gonna
like,
curl, I think it's gonna curl a little bit.
Third? Quarter?
It's lined to get the back
Like a small
yellow
half?
Yeah.
perfect. You're going to hit about half the red, so you want to
Or more.
get it a hair thinner and hope it goes across the top and get the backside of that yellow.
It's really close to jamming.
No, I think it's there. Let's believe it's there and go for it.
You got it.
Yeah, it's desperate times right now for Quebec.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna curl a little bit.
Get it across the top. They might get the backside of that yellow. It's got to just whisker their own red.
Yep.
Final stone facing two, looking for the double, avoid the jam.
Gotta go,
Riley again. Riley again. Here we go. That one, no, stuffed it and then rolls it in, and that will be good for a single. Tough day so far for Quebec. Tuesday afternoon here at the Scotties Winsport Event Center, Canada Olympic Park. And it's been a very strong performance so far by the pool leaders, Alberta and Selena Sturmey out of Edmonton, trying to win a 5th straight and all but lock up first place. Up 7 3 and with last rock as well, playing the Yellowstones. Emily Riley throws the second rock for the Quebec champions from Laval and the Glenmore curling clubs.
Top floor, top floor.
It just wasn't there, Vic, for that too. They had to try it, but
T, bumping a hair.
No, can't. The line was really good though. That's okay. I like that throw. She like her. Cal. Brady what?
Well, Saskatchewan has been on a bit of a slide here. They've lost 2 straight, and they are facing a couple Canadian rocks.
Well, for Skylar on her first one, she played a hit but rolled too far. That allowed Carey to hit in line 2. That's what she's facing. But given the score, she's playing a really tough double, trying to bring her other stone into play.
Out of the Nutana in Saskatoon, 1 and 2.
how good is that?
So good.
You gotta go. It's the hair tight.
We're in a tighter pass.
Yeah, gotta go.
Yep. You gotta go. Really good sweep.
And just
I got 19-8.
Jesus.
Good sweep.
so the mentioned earlier,
Yep.
curl your opponent, your opposite number by more than 5 points. That gets you a plus.
Shot.
So it's advantage Desiree Haas.
Yeah, good solid game here for Alberta.
Is that teal line? It's just a straight teal, right?
Keep peeling those guards off. Try to get the play into the rings as soon as possible. Then you'll have some doubles.
It's fine. Good.
Score it the way it is. You don't want anything out front.
Top four. T. It's there. T back four.
Third stones and
It's up.
Jamie Sinclair.
Okay, Kelly, go.
Kelly Manaw.
Hard.
Very strong pressure.
Wayne's daughter, of course, Sherry's daughter. They're both here watching.
14.
Sherry taught her how to brush, obviously.
Okay, I gotta walk faster. I need to boost myself up a little bit. I gotta walk faster.
Heel.
It's okay.
You got her.
You threw a 15. It's just fast.
Pardon?
Daniel Schmiemann.
Hard, little less. Hard.
Keep going. Gotta go. Hold.
Who misses the shot rock.
He's ready for that.
We've watched Sherry even from her earliest days in Saskatchewan when she lived there.
True.
And so nice to see her. And remind me if I'm thinking, she lost the trials final. Didn't she?
Yep.
In 14.
She
That's
did.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
On 13 to go to the 14 Olympics. Oh, there's Bob Madon.
Yeah, it's Bob. Yeah,
There's,
that's right.
that's Wayne's dad. He and I used to curl together.
Get a little hot, Becky.
Back line.
Is he trying to remember that experience or forget?
I think he had a drink in his hand, so
All right.
drinking to forget.
Hi, Kelly. Okay.
Good.
And there is Bob Madon. Doesn't live far from me in Orillia, Ontario, so it's nice to see Bob. And former police chief, I believe, Wentworth and York region.
Down there, down there somewhere. Yeah, just a wonderful man.
Yeah.
Wayne popped into the booth. Vic, that was nice to see Wayne.
you could ever get
I think,
honestly, what if you just roll away and
But
play to
that's like
spin this?
no, I don't mind like.
I think this
no,
is
so-
the rock that's hurting us right
Yeah,
now.
true.
She
True. Probably try and
push her
get it
side
off of
yellow.
that
Yeah.
one. I don't mind that. Yep.
Yeah. Even if you just hit and roll over here.
Probably like 3/4 then.
Yep.
I think I
seeing
like
that.
that. Yep.
Great. Do you like that ice?
Sorry?
Do you like that ice?
Yeah, keep the ice the same. I'll throw better. I think try and get it off our back yellow and up. Okay, so like 3/4 high.
Okay.
See if we can spin it at least up a little bit.
Okay. Throwing.
And then just roll the shooter.
Okay.
So this is a story. You know, we talked about the strength up the middle, so that's 2 pluses again. Schmiemann with the advantage over Sinclair.
Need some speed to make this work.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard.
7-3 Manitoba Laws. And double may end it, I think.
Well, for Caitlin, Corinne Brown came in and she's trying to get just a very soft weight, not trying to blow them out.
Okay.
All she needs to do is remove one and then touch the other just a wee bit.
All right.
Nice throw.
And that will be just for the single. You wouldn't have tried to blow it up, huh, Kathy?
Yeah, I thought she was going to actually try to throw like quieter weight, but to catch it. But that kind of weight was never about moving it. Surprised.
Yeah, I thought that might have
Less than Jamie's back line.
couple there may have gotten them off the ice.
Jamie's?
Yeah.
Like a back 4 weight. We're still trying to tap.
Okay. Okay.
Because like if we freeze to our red, she just blasts.
1, 2, 3. They all belong to Newfoundland Labrador, so that's what's facing Veronica Main out of PEI.
It is. It was a wide open hit for Stacey Curtis on her final stone. Just stayed right there, so looking for a nose hit.
Hard nose. Hard nose. Don't stop. Hard nose.
3-time PEI junior champion, has represented UPEI 3 times at the University Championships. Picks up the single.
Good. It was close to a 10. I like it.
Straight. We're bumping a bit.
Straight. Bumping a hair. Straight. Yep.
Good.
That was a really good effort from Team Quebec there. Just tough to do much better than that.
Good judge. Sorry, I was soft on it.
It's okay. What'd you get? 40.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
From here?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Can we play to the back one?
Yeah,
I think she's
we probably want to be in the
tap.
pass.
Probably not just guarding it, hey? Let her play the
Yeah,
strap and then.
I think let her play the wrap.
Okay.
I think we almost want to be just here.
Okay. Fighting center.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I like that, yeah.
Is that dumb? I think let her play the wrap and then I just
Yeah.
follow her, hey?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have off that yellow if I need. There.
Okay.
Yeah, Laurie, if she
You got
gets
it.
the chance, wants to tap that a little farther than one she just threw top 4. So they're just going to take that away. Just don't. If you're coming into the rings, you got to be careful not to line up Laurie's next shot.
No tap, hey?
So.
He feels really good.
Is it quicker than what I've last thrown?
I think so.
Give you what I think is like tight top 12 then?
Yeah, we can definitely shoot that there.
Okay.
Selena Sturmey in her first
Line's good.
skip stone.
Close. Top 8.
The registered
Top 12.
nurse with
You can
Alberta
go.
Health.
Top 12. You do have a bit of room though. Top 8.
Line's okay.
Top 8.
A
Top
bit of
12.
room. No bounce on
Top
this
8.
line.
Roll there.
Whoa.
Where?
Yep, straight,
Hard.
straight.
Whoa.
Straight. Whoa. Whoa.
You got to make up your mind here.
Wow.
Sorry, Danielle. That was a really bad judge. Okay. 4-8.
Not where they wanted it.
Okay. Sorry. Hair.
hair high?
Yeah.
Well, that, I mean,
Just a touch? Yeah. Okay.
it's just the kind of shot that
Yeah. Okay.
Quebec has faced all game. As you take a look at the numbers, another plus. Player comparisons brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. So red under red and crack it right in the middle, maybe get them both. Okay, over we go. Anderson up by 2 and is sitting 1, Kathy.
It is certainly for Team Canada. On Carrie's first, she was trying to make a very thin pick, red-yellow, and went by the outside. But for Skylar Ackerman, she opened it up on her last shot accidentally. This is trying to draw for the second point, needs to get through the port.
Just got to get the speed right here.
And tap it up. And lovely. 2 more.
No kidding.
Boy, that's, I mean, they coughed up that first one.
Let's make it.
Go, girl, you got
And
it.
they've been on a roll since.
Not only is this a double raise, but you have to get the yellows almost simultaneously. If you hit a little bit too much of the right one or the left one, you only get one of them out. The other one stays for shot rock.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. It's
Riley.
close.
Never looks up. Never looks up. Here we go. Got it. Oh, wonderful shot. Oh, Laurie St. George.
So good. As I said, you had to hit them virtually at the same time, and she did.
At least you're shooting against them. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the best you could do.
They both go at the same
we can
time,
do.
but really good.
Ouais. Mettons qu'elle prend un. Je pense que ça prend un.
That gets Alberta's attention. Draw against 3.
Yeah.
Good for Alberta as they just threw it, but you've got to compose yourself here.
Now imagine what you're doing here. And if you happen to be just a little heavy, although she'll play to the backing if she has to.
Not quite on it yet.
We're just back 4.
Not on it yet. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And that's the way you respond, isn't it?
Super.
Facing 3. And draws for the single. And while we are away, Quebec and Laurie St. George decided to shake hands. And so that's now a 5th straight win for Sturmey. And acknowledging the crowd, and we talked about that, Kathy. She's got to embrace this. This is her home, and enjoy it.
And that's awesome. You know, the crowd is looking for that.
It really wasn't ever in doubt. Alberta played that well. Just look at the numbers between St. George and Sturmey. St. George didn't have a lot of easy shots, and it loses at 8-3 to drop her second. Game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. So this is a big game for both because of the fact that head-to-head deciding factor. You've got the Laws at 1-3 and BC at 2-2. And it is Laws playing her best of the week, Kathy. But you fall to 3, and if it comes down to who goes forward, it would be Laws.
Well, it is Caitlin Laws that is shot. You saw her remove those 2 yellows on the outside, and that is because if there's the position to try to make a play at that stone would have been really tough. I think she went through that last night and is not going to make that mistake again. And so she removes some BC stones.
Yeah, nice call, and because BC Brown has to come to their own here, and there might be a yellow double.
Yeah. I was hoping to see more 3/4. Yeah. It's a little sludgy, so.
Pretty positive.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, 14.
Just a hair more than last time. Yes. Yep.
I heard them say it's a little sludgy. We haven't been on this sheet. Our sheet, we really didn't get a lot of finesse shots at the end, but historically, almost every arena setting, it slows down a wee bit, sometimes a lot, depending on the surface.
Yeah.
But we're talking maybe in this case 2 or 3 feet. That's it. Ice has been brilliant.
So at 84%, she is the only player on the ice that isn't in the 90s. With the former Canadian junior champion of 13, Corinne Brown out of Kamloops.
Yeah. Just peel this one out. Just go middle of the rock.
Might be able to hit the top one and get the red to go onto the back one, but the score the way it is, this is the prudent play. Just hit the back one.
Just peel this one out.
Sounds good.
With Erin Pincott on the left throwing the third stones. Sam Fisher, Jen Armstrong the front end. Out of Kamloops, as mentioned, the Laws team out of Fort Rouge in Winnipeg with lead Kristen McCush, Jocelyn Peterman, and Selena Negevin holding the brush. McCush on the sweep right now. And make it go away.
Good job.
The raise is very easy, obviously, but you hit it dead on, you're only sitting 1, so they have to err on our side to the right-hand side and kick that red a little bit.
That's the outturn, yeah. Peel. Yeah. Could have, but.
Peel, hit the yellow first and kind of kick over the.
Pardon?
We're going to try to hit the yellow first.
Okay. Outturn?
Give me a hair more. Yes.
So as mentioned, no Nunavut this year
Okay,
because
sweet.
they
Let's go.
couldn't field a team. Corinne Brown comes in as the 4th team off the Canadian team ranking system, and the way she got here, she had lost to Clancy Grandy in the British Columbia final, and then she had to wait and see Laws and Sturmey win their respective provinces, and then she got here as the 4th seeded player team.
Okay.
And enough, Kathy? What do you think?
I don't think so. Just
All right.
one.
And we're going to see handshakes as Brown will only get the single. So the best game of the week for Caitlin Laws, and the Manitoba champions make the final 8-4. But it hurts. Brown certainly brings her back to 3 losses. So 2-3 now for Laws. 2-3 as well for BC and Brown. So we'll go across the ice surface here at the Winsport Event Center and check in on the game between Team Canada and Saskatchewan. Just 3 teams make it through. That's so difficult. Just a slow start. They got caught and dropped too early, Manitoba. So off we go. Canada playing the Red Stones and sitting 3 facing Saskatchewan. And Skylar Ackerman. And it is Ackerman with the hammer.
Well, this end really turned around by a really nice double by Val Sweeting on her second stone, and that is why it is all Canadian stones in the house. Carrie Anderson hitting and rolling on her first.
So where are you playing here? Down corner freeze, are you?
Yeah,
down to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Freeze would be great, but even if you just get a buried tee line and hope the raise is made.
Little tight. Okay. Okay.
Mine's good. Stay close.
Still in the middle, so it should slow down.
Good. Needs to curl a bit.
Okay. Yeah, straight a little. Straight.
No,
Right here,
not
right
straight.
Here, right
curl.
Here, right here. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Okay. Yep. Freeze it.
A little bit more. Oh, that's very nice. Wow, underneath and corner frozen.
Skylar's made 4 or 5 really good draws in this game, and that's probably been her weakest shot this week.
Nice. Good call.
But it's, you know, that unexpected miss, right? And Kathy,
Yeah.
it just, yeah, she can make that and then flash a stone out of nowhere.
Yeah, and in some ways you could say that about a lot of teams. You know, there's been some mistakes made, but what has really impressed me is her draw weight today, because even in the end that Carrie Anderson got 3, her weight was absolutely perfect. She made Carrie throw it. It just didn't finish enough.
Mine's good.
But then the overthrows is really, I think, where she misses. Sometimes trying to throw a little bit too much pops it out, and it just tracks on arena ice.
Yep.
Running. Yeah, you can go. Line's getting good.
There it goes.
Not heavy.
No, so you've got Kristen Karwacki now on the left, throwing the lead stones. Burchard, Shannon
Clean. Yep.
on the right, and lovely.
Yeah, that truly is.
It was like halfway down. It was still on like the 4-foot line. Holy moly.
No, I don't think so.
Can you touch it over, Russ?
Well, yeah, I guess you probably could, but it's pretty buried. The other option is run it straight back, the red one, because your yellow's going nowhere. If you could tickle that red that was just thrown, your shooter stays.
Maybe it might push
Just
it over
touch it and roll it here,
but
kind of.
yeah,
That's the other
you're risking
option.
rolling away.
At this point,
really difficult.
at this point, it probably really doesn't matter.
Or you could play that.
Either try to just tick it and hope it kicks this way, but
Trying to call a time?
when they're frozen like that, it's hard to get it to move. So you need some weight. That's why I was thinking this way. Just hit it fraction off center, hope your shooter stays, and that kicks out everything. That goes that way, that goes that way.
So the one timeout being called,
No, I know, but if
and that will bring Amber Holland to the ice, who's here as their alternate, and also
And we have to not roll out.
assistant coach, Scotties winner, world silver medalist, Canadian junior champion.
Yeah. Good 12? I don't know.
All right, 9-6 Newfoundland Labrador. And they have a chance for 2 and likely their first win.
On her first stone, she was buried, and Veronica tried to tap it back. She did, and is shot, but it is open. Looking for a nose and 2 points.
Hard and sit down, and they will. That's 2.
Good treat. So.
No, that's that Velcro snap. You know that. And that means it's over. So Newfoundland and Labrador, Stacey Curtis will pick up their first win, make the final 11-6.
Yeah.
They're going to give it a go here. Why not? And it reminds me of the Nicodine shot, Vic, probably the greatest shot ever thrown. If you used the gear effector advantage, threw a lot of spin on this, you could kick that over. But the hard part with where the broom is, I know she's throwing like hackish weight. How do you save the shooter? It's going to be very tricky. Might be able to kick it far enough, but you got to be able to save this rock here.
Final stone. Wonderful corner freeze by Carrie Anderson.
A lot of weight.
Taylor Stremick. Kaylin Skinner. Ashley Teveno on the call. Hard, get it over. Just touch, get it over. No, and just breezes by. One red it is. Steal one, Team Canada. And they will pick up a fifth win. And Ackerman falls to that very dangerous 3 losses. Make the final 11-6. We'll update the standings. Pool A when we come back.
The 2024 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Krista McCarville and the team from Northern Ontario getting ready to practice. Just the way the schedule works out. If you happen to be in an afternoon draw and you are the team that has the bye, you don't play today. So she tomorrow, her game will be in the morning against Sturmey and the pool leaders. And so remember again, this is the difficult part. It's only 3 teams. Sturmey has beaten Einarson. If they should end up tied, Sturmey would get the front running position. Now you've got 2 teams at 2. You've got a bunch at 3. Can 3 get in? It's a possibility. Then you look at all the combinations. Then you look at that last rock draw total to possibly determine who goes through. But they look sharp now, don't they? That early hiccup, the loss to Sturmey.
Things are rolling really well for our team. Obviously, staying confident is important, and you gain that as you get a few more wins, but everyone else is working so hard, and we know we have to keep pushing our game to be able to try and be in the final at the end of this week.
They're just strong from lead to skip. They're all great at their positions. They make tons of big shots, so you never are safe out there, and you know you're going to have to play your best. So you just have to make sure that you try to make one more shot than them every game, and if you can do that, you'll have a chance.
Well, you don't even have to try and sell this one, do you? You've got the 2 undefeated teams sitting top of the table in Pool B, Holman, Jones, and albeit likely for first place because of the head-to-head decision making. Join us, please, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 local. What an afternoon has been. Carrie Anderson seems to be on track again, and what can you say about Selena Sturmey and Alberta sitting top of the table in Pool A, 5-0. So till we talk with you tonight, Holman, Jones, the showdown. Thank you for joining us. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is all right here on Canada's sports leader. Stay with us now. Here he comes, the Silver Fox, Rod Smith.